Thing is coming. Yeah, we are able to see, and make it presenter mode or slideshow. Yeah, good. Awesome.
Okay. Do you see now?
Yes.
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 Yes, we can.
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so yeah, my name is Nima and my team members include Ruchi, Archana, Avis, Arnold, Paz, and Shivam. Our team decided to innovate a new product for Amazon, and we're calling it Amazon Apron. So Amazon started as an online marketplace for books, and now it offers a variety of products and services. Amazon has a strong customer base and a remarkable delivery service. These strengths give the company an edge for innovating new products. This is our vision, mission, and value page. Our vision with Amazon Apron is to provide customers with fresh quality meal prep solutions delivered to enjoy in the comfort of their own home. Our mission is to offer precise delivery time, stay connected with our customers, and be reliable. We value our customers' needs, monitor time to cost analysis, and improving the process to increase our ROI. So this is our design, product design, and the product design was designed keeping the customers at the center of the development process. It offers family-friendly meal plans, wellness plans, exotic menu options, personalized meal plans, easy to order app service, and options such as heat and eat and for those busy days, and ready to cook with all the supplies you need in one bag, and craft your own where you are in control of the flavors you love. These are some of the things that make us different. We are offering free delivery for Amazon Prime members or orders over $25, in addition to promotional offers. Easily place or change orders from the Amazon app, Alexa, or website. We are collaborating with restaurants so our customers can make their favorite dish from popular restaurants at home. Some of the main reasons why customers would choose Amazon Apron over some competitors are the guarantee of fresh ingredients straight from producers, variety of meal plans, including plant-based substitutes for meat, meals crafted by professional chefs, balanced nutrition meals to promote healthy eating habits. And we also put together a value proposition canvas to help us ensure that the product is properly positioned around what the customer values and needs. The product gain creators and customer gains outweigh the possible customer pains. The canvas also shows there is a good fit between the product and the market. And now I'm going to give it over to Ruchi to finish the rest.
Sure. Thank you, Nima. Thank you for giving me opportunity to share the presentation. Okay, so our slides, this slide shows you our marketing plan, like how we gonna market our product. So we gonna use using advertisement on TV or social media platforms. Sampling is the another option. Sampling our product at the places like Whole Foods and Amazon Go stores, and market research through the focus groups, monitoring customer feedbacks through product review and survey, and continuously inspect and improve the business process. Next, please. Wonderful, thank you. And the opportunity analysis gives a clear view of demand of our product in the market and the value to provide for our company. Opportunity analysis for the Amazon Apron shows value in the market, profit increase, ability to stay ahead of the competitor, diversity for the businesses expansion, reach companies, financial goal, ROI, and everything, and benefit from own ecosystem with the minimal investment. As everybody knows that Amazon has created its own ecosystem, so we can get benefit from there with the minimal investment. Okay, so this slide talks about risk. And here in this slide, we have given like some risk and little bit of we are trying to give some how to come up with that risk. So we analyze our risk because every company needs to plan for the worst and the best. So the slide shows some of our risk and ideas for overcoming such risks. For example, competitors. So how we can get rid of that? So we can offer competitive pricing and insurance for delivery drivers, supply chain. For that, we could get set up a multiple contractors or multiple vendors. Quality, we also can get tired of, we all are tired of eating the same thing, and therefore we have provided worldwide cuisine, like ongoing innovations. Also, we would welcome changes to grow and expand the meal plans. As we success in our product because of our strength and opportunity analysis are much stronger than our weaknesses and the threats. I'm not because we have already covered up so many times our strength and everything. So just these are we know we have a more strength than the threats. So I'm not gonna explain more and in detail. And that's it. Next slide. And please forward this to Jeff Bezos. Thank you.
Very good, very good. So first of all, excellent slide. So give a big round to this group. It's excellent slide. Couple of questions. First, whoever has come up with the slide content, I really like the content as well as quality. So awesome job there. Questions. If you can go back to your slide number 19th, where your SWOT analysis. So in your case, 10, my mistake. Yeah. The SWOT analysis, maybe one slide back.
Okay, it's not moving on my end, so sorry.
You can keep in a non-presentation mode. It's okay to see that. Maybe you can stop sharing and start sharing again. Yeah. Yeah, now it should work.
Sorry, it's still processing.
Yeah, no worries. So while you're having that technical difficulty, but question is, in SWOT analysis, I like you mentioned transform, match, and transform. So you're saying, hey, I want to transform my weakness to strength. Could you list out one or two strengths which you think will make you winner?
All right. So, and I know pardon me, I want to provide another opportunity here. So right now, Amazon is going through a large, massive shutdown. So they've shut down a lot of their warehouses because they overbuilt so quickly. So it's a real big opportunity. So one of the strengths is that they have the resources. With these additional warehouses they're shutting down, the additional layoffs they're doing, they can apply this to those people. So they have the additional space, the additional capital, and also they have the largest market share in so many different markets. So with them having this, they can reach more people than most other companies that are doing this can. So their reach is beyond most of the companies that are doing anything similar to this. So the customer care aspect, everyone is pretty prevalent or aware of Amazon's customer service. Like everyone loves the way that we respond or Amazon responds. So right now is the biggest opportunity. So they have all these resources that they're not utilizing or being shut down. So now it does create those additional jobs. So keep those people that way they don't have to be laid off. In addition, those warehouses that are being shut down or minimized, they can be utilized with the resource that we have in order to create another opportunity versus a liability.
Excellent. Excellent. So if you can go back to the slide where your risk, yeah, this one. So like what would be your biggest risk which may slow you down or stop you?
Or slowing down, it looks like customer changing preferences. So like, sometimes even if you ask for myself, like I am getting bored of same cuisine, and then it will little bit, or maybe supply chain would be the biggest slowdown.
And biggest risk would probably be like competitors, because similar companies do exist.
Very good. So if you can go back to the first or second slide where you started with the innovative idea, uh, yeah, this one. Okay. So your vision, like, provide customers with the fresh quality meal and prep solution. Now considering that vision, which is, I'm assuming it's a long-term vision, how would you make incremental move? What would you accomplish in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 1 year, 5 year, 10 years, 15 years? Could you walk me through?
So with that comes the liability. Like you said, it's incremental. So once they start this, it'll start in a project market, right? You have to start with a small market, but you don't want to scale immediately, right? So with starting this, you have to start with a market to test it and create a need or a want for it. And as it builds, it's going to have that following. So right now, the goal is to make sure people recognize the brand, recognize this option within Amazon, and move forward with it. Because once they get that experience, that support, they're going to continue to build upon it. That's going to make us, again, the main thing you see there is reliable.
Exactly.
So,
And to add to that, something similar to what they're doing with the fresh stores, like, or the Amazon Go, because like in Virginia, we don't have Amazon Go yet, but you guys in Illinois have it. So where it's more popular and tested in a market where maybe they have the Go stores, and then go build from there.
Very good. If you can move to next slide, this one. So I like the product design idea. So now when you do product design, how do you validate your idea that the design which you are doing it or coming up will work or will stick in customer's mind? What is your validation process?
Basically to make sure that it's a good match for the customer. Like I would like look closely at the customer needs and wants, and maybe do like a survey to make sure we're on the right track.
Along with survey, what is there any other things you would do?
Hi, can I say something?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, also ensure that we have very high quality products, because people want to be sure of what they are consuming, because these products are actually consumable. So we'll ensure that the quality is very high, and also have like a very wide variety to like enhance consumer acceptance.
Charity.
and we also discuss market. We also discuss market proximity. So in certain markets, certain products may be available differently, but we have to take on what the customer looks at, what's available in that market, and how quickly. Even I'm pretty sure if anyone's looked at the news lately, we see that they're possibly shutting down the railroads. But we're focused on, with Amazon's resources, how can they still provide those products without, even when say the railroad shut down, we still have the opportunity there to figure out all the other routes to get these things to it. So that's an opportunity for us to move forward and be the bigger brand and the bigger support system and the strategy.
And we also put some things in here, so to look at like the gain creators and make sure there's satisfaction there, and that we're relieving pains for the customers also.
Awesome. No, overall, excellent job. First of all, the the slides are well thought. In my understanding, the way you have summarized this concept is excellent. So first of all, kudos to all of you who participate in the slide design and content. So what you just done and what you have just put together, it's amazing. When you are going an interview, they may ask you like example, have you done any success stories? So first, this is called plan activity, right? You're proposing. Let's say if I do it, right? If I do it, and you, so what are the challenge I will have, which is the risk activity, right? Risk activity, how you manage, that's called execution activity, right? And execution activity, then you mentioned some of your slide is called success metrics. So my question is, how would you measure your success? That you are meeting the goals or objectives, or you're behind? What are your criteria to measure you are making good success, okay, or bad?
ROI, number one. Make sure there's an increase there.
Mm-hmm. Is there any other metrics?
So with the other metrics, we look at not just return on investment, but also customer satisfaction. So as I mentioned previously, like Amazon is going through a transition. So they're shutting down
Mm-hmm.
all the plants. So not only for the customer, but for the employees as well. So when the employees are able to make money and they understand they're gainfully employed, they're going to put more effort into bringing it up. So employee satisfaction, ROI, and
Mm-hmm.
also utilization of resources. Because right now they're shutting down so many sources and losing customers or
Mm-hmm.
losing clientele and employees. They shut down. I believe they just, and it's more than 10,000, but pretty sure most people have seen they just laid off 10,000 people. This is an opportunity for the business to grow, for
Mm-hmm.
employees to grow, and also for customers to find a new product with a brand that's already recognized and largely appreciated.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, so number of customers, basically.
Mm-hmm.
You would want to see an increase there also.
Yeah, I think that's a key metrics because ROI will automatically follow. We call leading trend and lagging trend. Leading trend is if I know more customers are adopting, then lagging trend will be ROI because ROI you will not know, but customer adoptions you will know. So example, if first month you got 10, next month you got 100, next month you got 1,000. So now you can predict that you're going to have more customers. It means ROI will follow if more customers are coming. Very good. Any other questions from any other team members? If not, awesome job. And now we will switch to group 2. So Sunila, whom should I give a presentation right?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, awesome work.
So I'm going to share my screen.
Okay, perfect. So I'm making you presenter.
Yes, I will be presenting and like the rest of us as well.
Awesome, no worries.
Okay, can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so good evening everyone and good morning to you, Tushar. So I'm Shanila and today we are going to present our unique business idea. So starting off, let's think like this. So how many of you watch and follow those beauty vloggers or influencers on YouTube, Instagram, and whatnot? They do their perfect contouring and you're like, oh, I wish they could do my makeup on my big day. So, and how many of you are actually blown away by the amazing work of those hairdressers you see on social media and you wish they were your to-go hairdressers? Yeah, I know a lot of you. So do I, trust me. So maybe you're just stuck with those regular local salons you have in your area and you just get less customized services and the prices that you give them may not be justifying for you. And not to mention the possibility of not getting your preferred artist at the right time at your convenient location and time, of course, and the long lines. So fear not, we may have the perfect solution for you. Okay, so this is head to toe. This is a web portal service that where we will be recruiting those popular, skillful, and promising makeup, nail artists, and hairdressers on social media platforms like YouTube, like Instagram and everywhere, these artists will be verified in terms of their authenticity, their work, their skills, and they will be required a license. So they will have a profile, like a business profile of their own in our web page, where those potential clients can browse and select their preferred artist based on the service criteria they need, their preferred location, zip code, time, and budget by looking at the list of their work posted as pictures, videos, or reviews, or the years of experience. Now moving on. So these are our target customers. So our target customers, so since we are the web service, so we are actually like the hub for both the service providers and also the clients. So from the service provider ends, we are going to recruit, attract and recruit service providers like hairstylists, freelance artists, the beauty influencers, that could be nano, micro, mega, the celeb ones, or even the beauty bloggers, nail artists, and everybody. And the clients will be anybody and anyone who's willing to take our service. They could be people who are seeking to be trendy, like status seeking. They could be families with kids who are conscious about environment. They could be any genders. Even the seniors are welcome. Okay, so now this is the process that I'm going to talk about. It's so here's the thing. So if you can see, the customers are on one end and the artists are on the one end. The customers, the clients, they will be coming to our head to toe, since it's a web service, so they will be coming to our website, and then they will either become a member, they will sign up and whatnot, and then we will verify their contact details, their credit card informations and everything, so that we know that these are authentic people who are going to take our service. So after all this verification is done, they will browse and search, they will watch those artists posted videos, pictures for their references, and they will select the artist. And they will send confirmation to the artist. And here's the catch. So when the artists get into our head to toe, they will also need to create their own business profile, and we will also check for their work, if they're authentic or not, and they will also require license. So they will create their profile, and they will need to sign the contracts that we have. They have to agree to all our the company policies and everything, and they have to accept all the conditions. So they will, after they're done with this, and once we have verified everything, so they will be waiting for the service request. And here, just like I was talking about previously, so the artist will send for the confirmation here, and they have the option to either accept or decline. We are giving them that opportunity, like they can accept or they can decline. So if they have declined, the customer will just have to go back to browsing and search, and then they will eventually find someone, hopefully. And if they find someone and they accept it, and so once they accept it, the payment is made to the head and toe. And so the appointment date and time, everything is confirmed via phone and email. We know everything, and everywhere, every details of the whole service that they're going to get, from the location they're gonna do, what kind of service they're going to get, everything is verified, signed, and everything. So the day they get the service and the service provider provides the service, they will have the payment transferred to the artist account. And once the service is done, the process is done, and the process is done here as well. So Vrijesh will take over. Thank you.
Thanks, Shanila. Can everyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Very good.
Okay. Okay, so again, the idea was really big when we all started with this. We are trying to address two different customers, internal customers over here. One are the stylists, and as well as the people who are going to take the services from us. In order to make sure that we address all the pain points and all that, we have gone into the design thinking part, where we have started building the empathy map for our customers as well as for the stylists and the clients. So we did a lot of focus group studies, we did interviews, we did surveys, and based on that, we wanted to find out what each one of them they think. For example, what our customers are thinking right now, what they are feeling, what they are seeing things around them, what they are hearing things around them, understanding their pain points. Based on that, we have put all these things together in the empathy map. For example, people think a lot about social acceptance, satisfaction of the service they are getting. Availability is a big thing. You know, when you have an event coming, or you have to go to a wedding or a party or something, you know, nowadays everything is last minute, and it's really hard to find your own stylist, or you know, find the right person to do the right job. Again, putting all those together in order to build our profile and our web portal, it was very important for us to understand the pain points and all that. In that way, we can also put out the value proposition that we have. So this one is for customers. If you go on the next slide,
1 second, sorry.
this is for the stylist. Again, the same idea behind pain points, their gains, what they are hearing, feeling, all that. Their biggest challenge, you know, what do they feel? They're looking for a recognition. These are talented people we are talking about. You know, they're trying on their own through YouTube videos and all that, but they are not getting as much attention as needed. They are also struggling as far as income goes, because there is no constant income. You know, some people might go to them sometimes, but there is nothing that's happening on a routine basis. So we would like to channel these people and provide our end customers, you know, the service that they are looking for actually. So we're trying to, the whole idea is to make two ends meet. So this is the value proposition we have put together for our customers. Again, on one side, it's all the proposition we have. On other side, it's customer jobs, their gains and pains. And the whole idea was to convert that pains into the services that we can provide, or the pain relievers. One of the most important for a customer was, not yet, Shanila, thank you.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
One of the most important was a large selection of stylists under one roof. That's the service we offer. Also, one-stop shop for all the beauty needs. It could be your nails, it could be your hair, it could be your makeup, and we plan to add on other things as well, like massages and stuff like that. On the next one, please. And again, this one is for the stylist. Again, the service that we are offering them is visibility, a platform that they don't have to worry about. It's free marketing for them. They don't have to spend any money. They just have to sign a contract with us and follow the rules of the contract. As long as that is set, they will have what they need. They will have a stable inflow of customers coming, a stable income coming their way, less stress involved in their personal life. You know, don't have to worry about, will I have 10 customers in a week or 20? Flexibility as well will work around their schedules. And also another flexibility is they can have this service done at their place or at customer's place. So yeah, so I think this was the value proposition we had for both of them. Again, and all this definitely aligns in the design flow that we showed you earlier. Okay, I'll hand it to the next one.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So a reason why the clients on the client side, why they would choose us and for this service is that there's not really any competitors that we do have to begin with as far as making it convenient and easy for them to find services of this matter. Unlike traditional booking for beauty services, we do have a pre-screening method that they're able to do while going through the client service provider's profile to kind of gauge what is the quality of their service. I don't know if anybody else has had this, but there are times where I've booked a service provider for beauty services and I've not been impressed by their work, but I had no real reference to kind of understand what kind of quality they provided. So this is a way that customers can kind of have that satisfaction. With that being a service that we can provide through our website / application, there will be a reduction in dissatisfaction from the clients. In addition to them using our website/application to book services with these service providers, they will receive reward points, discounted services in-app purchases, as well as service charges being discounted or waived for their continuation of service. For the service providers, they're going to be able to have a hub to market their portfolio, skills, services, and prices, instead of having to overly market themselves on a variety of social platforms. They kind of have a place to just kind of focus on that instead of having to, of course, reach out in various methods. Although it is a free app for them to use. If they would like to, there is a small subscription for premium services, which is offering detailed and service marketing tools for these service providers, kind of putting them on, like, I guess the main page for visibility for these consumers or / clients. And also and then also they can also benefit from not having to pay service fees for either salons or nail shops or any other type of service providers or brick and mortar locations for their services. For example, some hairstylists have to pay sometimes 40 to 50% of their wages to the brick and mortar locations, and this kind of reduces that from them. And we can go to the next slide. And then as far as testing, so this is a website. So of course, with websites, we do have to run some form of user testing for the clients and customers, being the service providers. Just a variety of steps we're going to take to ensure that this website / application is efficient for our users is we're going to create have a prototype user testing that will involve running a variety of market surveys to kind of gauge what the clients and service providers are looking for and needing in such of a service. We're also going to kind of create the prototype to kind of have the users to be able to physically test it, to kind of give us feedback on what works, what doesn't work, what's easy to use, what's kind of confusing, so that it's efficient for the users, so they don't have to worry about anything other than the actual service we're providing. After running a data analyst on those tests, we're going to kind of reconvene and revise our product to ensure that it meets their standards, and then run a post-user testing, which, following the same variety of steps, just instead it's going to be more of a finalized product to kind of for sure get exactly what our clients are going to need.
Thank you, Trine. So opportunity analysis, we need to identify the needs of the customers, and accordingly we need to plan, design, and then deliver the services for them for their satisfaction. So we have few analysis of like in that and keeping that in mind. So we need to focus on the keeping low price when compared to the competitors. And then we need to use the high-end technologies and products, like not using the old product and going with the updated products. So the customers might like them and make it easy for us to do the services properly. And we need to provide training, and we need to give the service providers well-trained in equipments for them to do it. And customer care, we need to provide the customer care for the queries and clarifications the clients have for us. And we need to do some marketing, like good word of mouth publicity, and through magazines or through means, we need to do some publicity to know about our website. And we need to concentrate on the client satisfaction, and then we can expanding, merge, and or do some joint ventures so that we can improve our business. And for marketing, or for knowing it more worldwide, maybe we can do some celebrity collaborations. And so these are the opportunity analysis we have done. Yeah, next slide. So like every businesses have some risk and challenges. So we have like our challenges, like, you know, we can get some cancellation from the customers. So like for various reasons, for the service providers can cancel, or the customers can cancel because they might not feel well, or many other reasons they can do some cancellations. And there can be inconsistency. You know, when we once we order, when we get a service provider, and if the client likes her or him, you know, they may not get the same person every time when they book an appointment. He might be busy, or he may not be available with us. So there are many reasons we can't have the same service providers all the time. There's transportation. The customers may not find the services near the location. You know, like in one location they can have like 2 or 3 service providers, but another location there can be only one, and there can be no availability for them. So there can be issues like traveling a long way, or many issues is with regards to transportation. Transparency, you know, customer may not know what products they are using. Like for example, they just bring the products home, or they may not know what exact products they are using. So they may be like they may not be aware of what products they are using. And the electric voltage, you know, when you go to a salon or beauty parlor, the voltage may be according to their products or appliances they use. But when we in our home, when the electrics, when the service providers come, they may not be able to use those appliances according to the voltage here at home. So that may be an issue here. And customer support, we need to provide them 24/7 services. For example, if something happens, if some person become allergic to one of the products, so he may not be able to contact the person, so he or she needs to come to the client customer support, and we need to provide them immediate support. And so we need to be 24/7 in support for them. And the review, we need to upload the accurate reviews, so the customers can know what exactly, or what is the genuine reviews are available, and accordingly they can choose the service providers. And these are the ways, you know, the risk we have. Yeah. Next slide. Yeah.
Yeah, hi. Hey guys. So I did research, and I think it's important with research that we are looking at a lot of, like, you know, the data, the hard numbers, the quantitative values, just because it's how we understand what works and what doesn't work, right? And what we're looking at right now in the beauty industry is that at least globally, it made $511 billion in 2021, which is absolutely an insane amount of money, showing that clearly that beauty is needed. Maybe not needed by people, but it's definitely wanted. Maybe needed by some others, but it is something that everyday people are using, some sort of makeup, some sort of, like, you know, going to the salon, barbershop, wherever, you know. And then that clearly shows to us that that is a necessary thing for people, and that our service clearly could, you know, profit off that even more. And so we look at more of the numbers, and in the US we're looking at over 900,000 salons, barbershops, over 1 million. I mean, this could also be, you know, undocumented, like brick and mortar. So there's probably way more than that. So having a million of those again shows that a lot of these services are needed. And we start looking at, you know, haircuts. Guys, you know, for me, I'm getting a haircut maybe once, or you know, once a month, twice a month, depending on, you know, events coming up. And so that shows that, you know, I need this, you know, I need a service. I need to go get a haircut. Spending about, you know, I don't know, these days of getting a haircut's a lot more expensive. So I'm spending around, you know, $40, $50. And then for women, they have to get their hair, at least, you know, hair looked at, trimmed, according to a website I was looking at, about like every 2 months. Who knows how accurate that is? To some people, it's a little different. From others, it can be more frequently. So again, but it shows people are using the service and needing the service. And then for getting the nails done, we're looking at about 20 million Americans getting 4 or more manicures in 2020. People in the, you know, in the industry for buying, you know, some sort of foundation or concealer, we're looking at 106 million in 2020. And this could be underreporting because, you know, there could be so much more than just 106 million. But that's what I got. And then independent beauty artists, we're looking at 3,000 out there, not, you know, not working at salons. They're kind of doing their own thing. again, that's where a service comes in and sort of bridges the gap and helps those who want to pursue something more. And I did some research on marketing for social media, because we've seen how powerful social media has just gotten from like the early ages of MySpace, Facebook, to like now what it is. We're looking at a generational wave where marketing is practically free. We're seeing like the average person use 147 minutes daily on social media, and that's the average person. I've seen more people use more than that. I mean, you can go on your own phone and check, how much of a certain app you're using, how much time you're spending on TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, etc. And so the other major, social media platforms like Twitter, we have 200 million daily active users. Facebook, 2 billion daily users. And then on TikTok, we're seeing 1 billion monthly users with, billions of views videos being watched, every day. So we're seeing that with the power of social media, that we can practically market our, a prototype to being seen by tons of people, and, getting more clicks, getting more interest. But yeah, I think, this kind of shows that we can step into this market, try something, just because a lot of these numbers are very positive. They're very strong and tell us a lot. Data, sometimes from numbers, you can get a whole story from it. So yeah, you can go to the next slide. So yeah, we are head to toe. We will help bridge the gap for clients who want the best and trusted beauty services available, to independent beauty artists finding a way to kickstart their career, artists who want to sharpen their skills, or artists who want to establish a name for themselves. This is a platform where we all want to help each other look and feel the best from head to toe. Thank you.
Really good, good work, guys. First of all, it looks like all of you have, actively engaged and participated based on what you just shared. Question first for you, yes.
Yeah.
Could you go back to your research? I like your research, very quantitative as well as qualitative. So when you do research, how do you make sure that after this research, you get that level that should we go or not? So how you conclude, because research can be like, in my understanding, like top to bottom, right? You have 10 type of research, like market research, customer research, product research, geography research, competitor research, you do government research, economy research, a lot of research you do. What it boils down, it's a decision. Do we really need this product? So could you help us how you justify that this new product which you and your team is suggesting has a need, based on the evidence you received from the research work?
Yeah, I mean, it from all this data that provided. I think getting a direct answer might, take me a little bit more time to actually formulate a correct answer. But from my end, like from Alice Singer, from my own point of view, where I have a sister who has to get her hair done, go put some dye in her hair. And, she complains that it's like, I don't know who to go to because this lady messed up my hair. I have to go to this other lady to fix it, costing her almost $200, $300 to fix it, and that's a problem. Sure, it's only one person, but think how many people there are in the world. I think how many women are in the world, and how many women or even men have access to sort of, their phones to the internet. Like it boils down to that it's definitely some sort of thing that could help fix a lot of these problems, because you have people running out of the salon in tears because it's like, oh my god, they just messed up my hair. It's gonna take 2 to 3 months to fix it. And then what we would provide is that those reviews, even I was mentioning this to our group, like there's scalability towards this, that we're to a certain point, on this as application, you can see people's works, like a video of like them doing some makeup on an individual, cutting hair. You have live reviews, showing what they've done. So like there's ways around it which can provide a lot more benefit. So I think that's some of the things I was thinking of.
Very good.
Can I add something?
Sure.
Yeah. So after all the research, I mean, when you do research like this, the biggest question always is, what is the unmet market need? And what we realize that everyone wants to look like a celebrity nowadays in a day-to-day life, even though they have events or not, but no one wants to pay the price for it. And the saloons are charging you an arm and a leg for that. So what we are trying to do is to gather all these people who have talent but doesn't have a platform, so that we can make look people better and they can get the services that they have not seen before.
Got it. So Sunila, could you go back to your
Yes.
first couple of slide? I think first slide.
This one?
Yeah. This is the best one. Yeah, you mentioned two type of customers, if I'm understanding. You are,
Yes.
and correct me if I'm wrong. You are suggesting platform there where you have customers is one persona, and definitely a service provider is another persona. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so how would you attract them? Because this will be a brand new platform, right? What would you do in initial stage where you can have a lot more customer? Because it's a kitchen, uh, what do you call egg and chicken problem. If I
Mm-hmm.
have thousands of customer but zero service provider, there is a problem. And I can have thousands of service provider but zero customers, there is a problem. So could you walk me through how would you balance out and attract new customers and new service providers?
Okay, so if I have to attract the service providers, so they have their own pages, they have their own vlogs where they are active, right? So if we are an authentic web page where we are doing this thing, so we can always like message them, like give them opportunity that okay, you will get this much of customers. We are going to just advertise ourselves, like directly message them, or get in contact with them. Once they're with us, if we have some profiles made in our website, then we can like like the social platform would be a good idea to attract the clients. Maybe they will know that okay, so this is a web page they have where so you want to get like a makeup done by this famous vlogger, or somebody similar to them. So why not try our website? Like see the other vloggers or makeup artists you can find, and you can choose your preferred one. Yeah.
Yes, anyone else want to add? Because that's not enough, Sunila, because your entire platform is depend on this answer, right?
So, Tushar sir, I think this platform, I mean, yes, you are right. How do you attract people? Uh, we attract our clients, especially our end customers or service takers, by giving them some promotional offers. We're gonna tell them, okay, you're gonna have their first two services done free if you would like to try our new platform. On the same way, there is something called initial investment that we do with our service providers, people who are signing contract with us, saying, hey, we're going to give you a sign up because you are signing up with us. We're going to give you an X amount of money, $1,000 or something to get you started and all that. So you can also provide some free service or something like that to begin with, just to establish yourself, your name and all that. I think we have to do that at least for a small segment of people, and later on we can have other services going on, like buy one get one free or buy two get one free, things like that as we move on. But it has to be a win-win for everyone at some point. uh, but that was some of the thoughts that we had.
Can I add something? So if one client gets our service, so we might give them like discounts for the next service if they recommend their friends or families to our website.
Got it. But your model, if I'm maybe simplifying, maybe oversimplifying, very similar as a Groupon, right? Am I right? Because it's a very
Yeah,
similar. I know the
yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
concept is very unique. Definitely, there is a value aspect, but the process wise, you have service provider and you have customers, just like a Groupon, right? Example, I have a restaurants. Their example, and here someone who likes to eat outside, right? So they are customer. So whatever Groupon did, you may want to understand like how they launch their what do you call business or promotions or products, right? If you can copy that and then improvise that, what mistakes they made and how can you improve, that would be your first thing. Because such kind of idea, which is amazing idea, is really good, but it depends on the initial establishment, right? Like I have heard in India also, I think Oyo or other companies, they did a what do you call hotel chain. Means the person who has first said like, what I need first, customer or service provider? So he kind of connected service provider first, because if there is a service provider, then I can say, okay, hey, there's a free XYZ product for you. And then everyone have a promotional, as Rajesh mentioned. But that will definitely bring you boost, because once you have a, let's say 100,000 service provider or maybe 1 million customer, you will have now real platform. Means then it is always like, well, your customers will become your marketing agent, just like Facebook, right? I'm a Facebook account holder. I share my photos to my family members. Now they sign up and then they do. So it's kind of self-serving model, and that's it. After that, you will make a lot of money because you are creating a platform. So wonderful idea. Now moving forward, Vidya, if you can, sorry, Selena, can you go to the next couple of slides where Vidya was explaining about risk
Okay,
aspect?
opportunity analysis and I think
Not next one, the circle thing. Yeah, this one. So, Vidya, like, what would be your key concerns? I mean, because you are coming with such a great idea, what do you think it will make you, I would say, slow down or stop you from this innovative idea?
Mm, I would say about the inconsistency, the main thing, like because no, people usually get very comfortable with one service provider. So if they couldn't get the same person the next time, they might go to or search for some other person from some other website or go to the salon indirectly. I think that would be the main thing to keep our customers with our services.
So how would you avoid them? Because you are identifying risk, right? The main goal of the identifying risk is fail fast or learn from it, right? So how would you minimize your risks?
can I add something here?
Yeah, absolutely.
So suppose like, in my process flow chart, like I showed you that, so when the customer or the client is asking for the confirmation of their service, and if suppose the service provider is not able to because he's not available, or maybe he doesn't want to do it right now or whatsoever, so when they're declining it, so the customer, when he goes back to the browsing thing, people who have similar qualities or who has a similar kind of services like the one who was who rejected, they will be shown. They will like in realtor we have like, so you see similar homes right underneath a home that you're searching for. So just like that, so similar people with the similar kind of talents, they will be shown, so that way like they will always be able to like go back to that.
Yeah, so you're right. I think you might know Yelp, or you might know Groupon, right? Or you know other like chain. What they do is they rank their service provider, because somehow you need to have authentic service provider. Example, me. Let's say I'm saying I'm a salon where I do nail polish. Just an example. But how good I do, because I can register, but I'm a bad service provider. Would it create a challenge for you? Because now customers are coming to your platform, they search it, they found a nail polish, they selected me. Now I'm providing a very bad service. What would you do to avoid that challenges? Because it's not like a, what you call, cab driver, right? Just like Uber, because Uber has like, okay, how many accidents you have, how many, they have a way to verify service provider. How would you verify?
So when we allow someone to create profile in our web page, like the service provider, so first we are going to like if they don't have a license, I mean obviously a lot of them won't have, then we would like tell them to get license, or if that's not possible, then we will actually like see their like the previous works and everything, right? So after seeing that, okay, these are authentic work they have done,
I can
we
add
will
here one thing. Like everybody can update the reviews for the service provider. So the reviews are the what to say. We see reviews every time, and then only we go to each person, like service providers. So with these reviews, they can go or switch the service providers, or they can give a try.
the
Yeah, so
reviews will be obviously verified by us as well. So, like not a fake customer is gonna just come and say, okay, he's the worst nail artist ever. No, he's not gonna. He won't be able to do that. We will have people like making sure that that doesn't happen. And so if somebody, for example, so if this nail artist did do a bad job, then the contract will be like this, that okay, so he saw your work like this and you could not fulfill it, so maybe we will maybe return a certain percentage of that to the customer, and that person would have to maybe not get the payment. Like, I'm still working on this, like thinking what to
No,
tell you.
I
Like, this is
exactly.
like
No,
this is,
I want all of
this
you to
just
think
came
this.
in, like you know, when you were discussing that other day, like what the product innovation, this just came in my mind. I was like, let's see what happens.
This is
There
good.
are so
This is
many
good.
holes here.
I personally think all of work you guys did awesome, but this is what you call reality check, right? Example,
Yes,
Expedia.
yes.
Example, Expedia. I think they have a similar model, right? They have like service provider like hotel, the airlines, the cruise and cabs, right? Rental cars. You see, you cannot find all hotels in Expedia. Why? Because they send their own person to go and check the rooms. And if they feel like this hotel, maybe Marriott or Hilton, has certain standard, then they allow. Otherwise, they don't allow. Because it's not the customer is going to a hotel; they're going to Expedia or Priceline. So you are bringing a brand, which we call Expedia or Priceline. You and all know they don't have anything else. They have just platform. But the platform is such a trustworthy that if I go it and if I select the hotel or rental car, I know I'm going to get a best quality. That is the most important part for your success. So you may want to do a little research, because this kind of question you may be asked in interview. Because as soon as you say product innovation, risk mitigations, executions, differentiations, and all. One more question before we close this thing. You can anyone can answer from your group. How would you create what do you call security so no one can copy paste your model, just like Uber copy was done, Lyft and others, right? How can you make sure that what your ideas you have will be remain yours and you get the competitive advantage for a long period of time? What activity would you do?
I think one thing,
Mhm,
I think nowadays you're seeing that like the relationship between like employers and employees,
mhm,
it's huge. You know, like any way that's there's a situation going down at a, let's say, a Starbucks or a McDonald's where workers are treated poorly.
mhm.
Someone can just take a video of it, and basically it's bad, you know, bad publicity for the company. Um, I think one way to stand competitive is that you create such friendly contracts with with your employees. You know, having them, you know, gain more of the money than your company. But sure, you're taking some sort of loss, but you're creating that relationship where it's like you're basically marketing towards other people, towards servicers, that they can, you know, come to you because you're giving them more money compared to a salon where they're taking more of their money. So I think that,
Yes, that won't help. That won't help enough. I think Gaffer has good suggestion. My question is not like thing. My question is your idea is yours, and you want to make sure that remain yours, and you get the advantage. No one should copy paste your idea. So
Copyright,
Gaffer,
We
patent,
do a
copyright,
copyright or a
copyright.
trademark.
yeah.
Wouldn't you incite
copyright, trademark, right? Also
like
patent.
a IP, like intellectual
Mhm.
property?
Exactly. Second thing, you may wanna like partner with this team member. Like there are Groupon also does that. So example, or Uber also does. Like example, if someone sign up with you, then your customer, like example, your customer A should not bypass and directly go to the service